Welcome back to CityLine. With me, I have two individuals who are here to make 253 even more prettier and sparkling than it already is. I'm talking about the South End Neighborhood Council, and they are here to talk about Litter Free 253, which is a wonderful program that has been on a hiatus because of the pandemic, but it's back. Please join me in welcoming Andrea Haug. Andrea, you are the committee chair, and you are also the corresponding secretary for our beautiful South End Neighborhood Council. Welcome to CityLine, my dear.
Oh, thank you so much, Amanda. Thanks for having us. We really appreciate it.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And with you, you brought the goddess of war, otherwise known as Athena, which I'm sure she can kick it up, this woman. Athena Brewer, you are the chair of the South End Neighborhood Council. Welcome, my dear.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
Great to have you here. So, Athena, let's jump into it. I watch all of our city council meetings. Last night, I'm laying in bed watching on my iPhone, and Litter Free 253 comes up. And Mayor Woodard says, well, our town needs a little sprucing right about now. So what is Litter Free 253?
Well, Litter Free 253 is a super exciting way for the entire city to get involved, in a really tangible way that we can all come together to make our city even cleaner and better than it is already. And we do need a little bit of work, and this is one way where we can come together and get it done.
Absolutely, and especially after that rough winter we had. So, Andrea, this is the third annual Litter Free 253. As I mentioned, it was on hiatus, but refresh our memory. How did this event get started?
Well, originally it was born out of the West End Neighborhood Council. It was originally called Tacoma Cleanup or something along those lines, but they started working with Sam Lake in sustainability, and she came up with the name Litter Free 253, and it just kind of stuck. And last year, the West End Neighborhood Council was ready to pass the torch on to the South End Neighborhood Council. And so that's kind of how it got started.
Oh, I love that. So how did you get involved with Litter Free 253?
Well, I joined the South End Neighborhood Council last year, and immediately after, the West End was looking for volunteers for their Litter Free 253 committee, and it seemed like a good fit. And so I joined the committee and helped plan last year's event, which was extremely successful. And when we found out they might not have the capacity to do it again this year, we were all about jumping in and continuing on with the good work they have started.
Absolutely. So, Athena, let's put some tangibles to this. What was the impact made during the last Litter Free 253 event?
So we're hoping to beat it this year. We'll just start off with that. But the last year we did Litter Free 253, we collected 10 tons of garbage with over 600 volunteers. So this is a challenge to Tacoma to come out and beat those numbers this year.
That is impressive. Oh my goodness. So, Andrea, when we think about it's beautiful outside, it's springtime, our coronavirus rates are lower than they have ever been, according to our Pierce County update this morning. People have lots of things they want to get out and do. So what makes this event different from perhaps other litter events that they might have on their calendar?
Well, this event is different. One, because we have 29 locations around the city where we'll have dumpsters and you can pick up supplies. So you can either choose to clean up in the area of the dumpster location, or you can pick up supplies and go back to your own neighborhood and do your cleanup. And then when you're done, return the garbage to the dumpster. It's also different than other events because it's more of a grassroots effort. I would say that it's volunteers on the streets. It doesn't have the feel of a corporate event. It's very warm and inviting, and people of all ages and abilities can actually participate in this.
Well, and the results are so tangible too, because whether you're picking up your own neighborhood or you're picking up a neighborhood where you have family that you meet once a week for family dinner, either way, it's really a tangible thing to do. And within that tangibility, for me, evokes a feeling of hope and progress. And I like to see tangible, shiny things outside my window that are being done. So Athena, tell us who can participate and how do we go about doing this?
So anyone can participate, and we have places for any level of participation and ability for this event, and the entire city is welcome to come out and join us. You can go to litterfree253.org and find out more information. You can also go to the Senco website, senco253.org, and sign up for a team, any one of the 29 areas. You don't have to do it in your area if you don't want to. You can traverse the city if you want. You can pick up litter wherever you see it. We're just going to really tackle the city from all directions, and with as many Tacomans as we can gather. So we welcome you all to join us for this exciting event.
I love that. So we are coming out of a time where supplies, special equipment, even just to go out of the house, you know, the masks that we wore for almost 3 years. So it leads me down the road of the question, Athena, is there any special equipment or supplies needed to participate? If people are concerned about wearing a mask or they want gloves, how do we go about, tearing down those barriers?
That's a great question. So we have had amazing community support thus far. We've raised over $6,000, as you mentioned, the City Council. Thank you again to them for the $2,500 last night in support. So what we're doing with that funding is purchasing litter grabbers, and so you don't have to bend down and pick up the litter. It's easier on your back to have a grabber. It's just more conducive to picking up more litter and showing up at these 29 locations. We will also have grabbers available, and people can take them home and then continue to pick up litter. And the city is going to provide all of the bags and gloves, and we have masks, and so we have everything you need. You just bring yourself and your exciting energy and your willingness to help clean up the city, and we'll get you everything you need to do that.
Oh, I love that. Andrea, you are the poster child of, I was at one event, I loved it, and it inspired me to go out again. So this question is for you. How can people stay involved with cleanup litter after the event?
Well, first and foremost, I always suggest going to our Litter Free 253 Facebook page. We will share our litter events as well as other groups, community groups. We invite everyone to share their pickups. Also, you can email us at litterfree253@gmail.com. If you're looking for a litter pickup, if you want to figure out how to join your local Adopt-A-Spot or join the neighborhood litter patrol, we can connect you to the city services that you need. Call to haul is great just for getting rid of excess garbage on your own personal property. Everyone knows the wind blows, so something might be on your property and one wind gust carries it out into the street. So definitely keeping private property clean at all times is very helpful. People can participate just by keeping your recycle bin and garbage can closed and making sure your lid stays closed. There's just a lot of simple little things that you can do. Take a 2-minute walk in front of your house, pick up anything that's in front of your curb. If you just make that part of your routine to go get the mail, the impact is really bigger than you think. And it's a really small amount of time that you invest in keeping just your curbside area clean.
Talking like somebody who walks the talk, sister. You are a walking resource. So I thank you so much for that. We have been showing the website and the information below where people can go to get more information and to get this on their calendar. Thank you both so much for making our beautiful grit city pretty, as the poster says behind Andrea, pretty gritty city. So thank you so much for that. And hope to have you back on soon with more beautifying tips for our fabulous city. Well, that wraps up another great segment of CityLine. It is always a pleasure and a privilege to be in your home. We've given you some really wonderful things to think about in this past hour. So go out there, be a part of the tapestry, pay it forward. And when you come back, as always, we'll be waiting for you right here at CityLine. Take care.
You're from Atlanta, but Tacoma's where you'll stay. Alright, you're from the easy. Alright, you're from Green Bay. Alright, you're from Atlanta, but Tacoma's where you'll stay. Yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. From the pines to the dawn. Tacoma, that's my home. Yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Tacoma, that's my home. Place I call my own. Tacoma, that's my home. Yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Alright, you're from the East Coast. Alright, you're from the West. Alright, you're from the middle, but Tacoma's still the best. Alright, you're from the East Coast. Alright, you're from the West. Alright, you're from the middle, but Tacoma's still the best. Hey, Tacoma, that's my home. From the pines to the dawn. Tacoma, that's my home. Yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Tacoma, that's my home. Place I call my own. Tacoma, that's my home. Yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Tacoma, that's my home. From the pines to the dawn. Tacoma, that's my home. Yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Tacoma, that's my home. Place I call my own. Tacoma, that's my home. Yeah, Tacoma, that's my